Hey all, Cypher, and welcome back to another Outerplane video. Hope you're doing great. Mine is pretty fine. I was in the office right now, so just when the patch dropped, and I couldn't control my urge to record a video because, let's be honest, this is probably one of the biggest patches. I just recently made the whole update video. Now it's time to make a video about Army. Now Army is, I don't know what you can call her, but she's a versatile hero, simple as that, right? Let's just read her description first. The new hero Ame, who can activate skill chain easily by obtaining increased chain point, has high weakness gauge reduction, and can deal a substantial amount of damage against bosses, will be joining us during the upcoming drop-in event, right? So, as usual, as per tradition, let's just take a look at her actual skills and her animations. So here is she. Are you prepared? Earth Mage, so she's an Earth Mage, right? You might see, well, that's a single target enemy, right? Yes, she's completely single targeted. All of her attacks are single target. Her animations, the scream, I don't know what you can, like, there's a scream, like, if you played the game Mobile Legends, there's a hero called Kaguya, right? Or Kagura, I think, I don't know. I used to play the game, like, quite a while ago, but, man, she reminds me a lot of Kagura, the chick from Mobile Legends. If anybody knows, I know that game is super popular in Asians. I don't know if it's as popular among Westerners, but it was super popular in Asia. But we all know this kind of setup, right? This, I don't know, like this Japanese umbrella holding girls. I don't know, but it's something that I was first familiarized with anime. Of course, anime is, you know, Japanese origins mostly. So, yeah, this is kind of something which we expect, but man, yeah, she's quite positive. Let's say that. I mean, she looks super positive, right? Like she looks like the cheer girl of any squad. Looks super cool. Animations, again, 9 out of 10. I don't think they could have made it better given the actual theme of the hero. It's as flowery and blossomy as it gets. Something, definitely not something Halloween-esque, but again, you know, you can't really make a hero especially just for Halloween. Like that'd be super fucking cringe. Like, you know, Halloween is just like one day of the year. Meanwhile, this could be like used any day of the year. Again, drifting away the topic, it's gonna be Earth Mage. Subclass is gonna be Wizard. I forgot what wizards were actually beneficial in, you know, the stats that they got. I think they get more attack, right? Anyways, her first skill is going to be single targeted Mikazuki first type blooming. Depending on the unique effect applied to the caster, activates one of the following effects. If she has Ume Ichirin, this is going to be a single target, 100% chance to increase the priority by 20%. Simple as that. If it's going to be Sakura Chiru, it's going to be single target, 100% chance to grant the caster increase attack for 1 turn after attacking. So first thing first, you need to realize this is not your usual hero, so she can be played different ways depending on the buff that she gets. So both of these buffs, Ume Ichirin and Sakura Chiru, they can be obtained through her third ability, which is Mikazuki third style Flower Song. Essentially her ultimate, right? Let's read her ultimate first. Attacks an enemy, then grants an extra turn. Before attacking, if the target's health is less than or equal to 50%, it grants the Ume Ichirin effect for 3 turns and generates 5 chain points. Keep in mind, this is going to be for 3 turns each, right? Both the buffs. Again, if the target's health, you know, the target she's attacking, if the health is greater than 50%, grants the Sakura Chiru effect for 3 turns and increases damage dealt by the skill. It's super simple. Right, if it's more than 50%, she gets Sakura Chiru for 3 turns and increases the damage dealt. Now again, we don't know the exact damage multipliers. Where, you know, essentially her whole reliableness for PvP is going to be depending on her damage multipliers. Yeah, you know, in my personal opinion. Again, for PvE, she's just going to be solid as it is, because you'll get to see what I'm talking about. First of all, she generates 5 CP with this skill, which is not that huge, but you know, imagine couple that with like rogue charms, so you can keep on generating more and more CP with crit hits. 5 CP do add up, right? It does add up, in my opinion. Plus she gets an extra turn right now, and this is guaranteed extra turn. Like, it's not situational, it's guaranteed, right? So depending on whichever effect you're gonna get, things are gonna change drastically. So if she gets Ume Ichirin, it will help her to rotate more, get more turns. If you get Sakura Chiru, she's gonna get a 100% chance to get increased attack, just, you know, to overall increase her DPS. Her passive ability is super interesting. Now this is completely kind of PvE plus mixed with PvP, because she does get extra critical hit chance by 10%, but the second part of it says increases weakness gauge damage dealt to enemies when using Mikazuki first style blooming by 2. So all the time she's going to be attacking, she's going to deal more weakness gauge damage, so additional 2. So if you're max this skill out, you know, so usually basic attacks only reduce weakness gauge by 2, but her basic attacks are going to be reducing by 4 just because of her passive. Take a look at her equipment. Special equipment increases damage dealt to bosses by 50%, 30 accuracy to water heroes. I mean, it's whatever, but seriously, like, an exclusive equipment which literally states increases damage dealt to bosses by 50%. Yeah, that does scream PvE to me, but you know, it's not enough to negate her out right now out of PvP situations, because keep in mind, she just requires like 75%, I believe, no, 77% critical chance to make her up to 100%, because 10% is innate for every hero. She gets 10% through, I believe, her passive right here, and she gets like 3% through her 4-star transcendence effect, which should be honestly super easy to get. You can farm a side storage. We're also getting those 60 pieces through the event, so it should be easy to get her to 4-star transcendence. So keep in mind, her crit chance requirements a little bit lower than usual. Of course, it's not drastically low. It's not like 50%, but you know, it's a little bit here and there. The thing is, her main gimmick is going to be her ultimate. So if you're using her in PvP, if you're, you know, facing something like a Mene or something like a Demi-Aste, which can, you know, revive 100% of the time after they are, you know, they die essentially, she can be super helpful in nuking them and just getting an extra turn and nuking them again. For example, if Mene revives and she kills her with this skill, because keep in mind, Mene is going to be always, of course, going to be greater than 50% health. She's going to use her Flower Song ability, get increased damage, and if she's able to kill her, then she can kill her off again with her first skill when she revives, right? Same with Demi-Aste, right? Same with Demi-Aste, because yes, Demi-Aste will get increased combat readiness and everything like that, but I'm saying combat readiness. I'm so used to Epic 7, bro. Increased priority, but still, she's gonna get extra turn. So extra turn always cuts off before you know, the target's turn. That's what's called an extra turn. So she can essentially nuke Demi-Aste super easily. So that's the only gimmick that I'm hoping for, that she's useful in PvP. Outside of that, you know, her PvP stuff is her attacks are not that good when it comes to PvP. Let's be honest. Like, plus her damage multipliers is gonna really set the deal. If her damage multipliers are gonna be super reliant on her exclusive equipment, I think she's gonna be super good only for PvE bosses. Probably super good against, like, I don't know, super good against like squishy team comps, because keep in mind, her third ability, it does not scale with target's health, something like, you know, Demi-Aste does. I don't know, something which like what is that here with skills? I don't know, the skill which scales against, like, the greater the target's health, the greater the damage, something like that, what I'm talking about. But so far I only know Demi-Aste, but I believe there's one more here which I'm forgetting the name about. So it's not something like that. So, you know, if a Mene or something like can survive her attacks, her usage is gonna be super bad. Like, she's just gonna be standing there like a bot, being able to do nothing in the entire battle, right? So in PvP again, I think if you have some super good solid gear, I'd still think she's gonna be super useful in PvP. For PvE, you know, she's gonna be a master class in pretty much every boss you can take her out to be. So Tyrant Toddler, probably Masterless Guardian. Sorry, not Masterless Guardian, she's Earth, but what's the water boss I'm forgetting the name about? Probably the identification water boss, I'm forgetting the name about it. Glissus, I believe. Yeah, I think Glissus. She's gonna be super good against like water bosses, probably even good against Chimera, because she deals extra damage to bosses by 50%. So any damage she does, straight up gonna be amped up by 50% to bosses. All in all, even her chain skills, bro, her chain skills are super good. Like, look at that. She has the same chain skill as Noah, 25 CP after attacking. Same skill as Noah and Christina, I believe. Christina also had the same effect, but a dual attack effect. Recovers 15 action points for the caster. amazing. So imagine like if she's the highest attack, which she probably should be on the team, she can constantly get dual attacks with Tamara, you know, probably with Valentine depending on the luck, with Veronica. She can constantly recover action points, keep doing her burst skill. Now her burst skill is super good. Look at that, at 80 burst points, which are super easy to acquire. Keep in mind, both of Sakura Chiru and Ume Churin effects are going to be applied. So she's gonna be a maniac when it comes to PvE, honestly. For PvP, like I said, really depends on her damage multipliers. In my opinion, she could be super good. Again, I'll be testing her out. My guildmates will also be testing her out, which are super high ranked, right? Sturby, Kovian, a lot of other players, Mushin. Like, I don't know, man. Like, these guys, they're on it. So don't worry. Don't think that, well, she's only gonna be good for PvE. I think she might pack a punch for PvP depending on her damage multipliers. But for PvE lovers, I think Ame is a must pull. Honestly, Ame is a must pull. Just at least try to get one copy of her, because like I said, you can easily get her to 4 stars. It's super easy to get her 4 stars. You can like farm the side story for 10 days, get 60 pieces from the event. It's super easy to get to 4 stars, right? Even 5 stars is super easy if you look at it. Because 5 stars, when you get a burst level 3 where you change the damage to penetration. So again, more damage, more penetration, more useful she's gonna be against PvE bosses. Also, I feel I have a hinge that she might be super good in guild raid as well. You know, might be, because guild raids are also bosses. They're considered as bosses, right? Plus, she's able to rotate a lot with a train finish effect. So in general, she's just a boss. She's just a boss at pretty much every PvE content. Story mode, dungeon mode, guild raids, tower. Seriously, like hard mode tower is gonna be breeze with her. She's so good. Of course, there's really no other option you want to pull against. Like, Laplace is the other drop rate banner. Honestly, like, I would consider Ame any day. You know, any day over Laplace. Like, Laplace is just not that good, man. At the moment, she's just not that good. Honestly, Ame is just your go-to choice if you're looking to pull. Her banner is going to be up for two weeks. I think that's enough currency, enough time to save up currency, because keep in mind, the tower is also going to reset the next month. Also, we're going to get like tons of rewards through check-in events and the actual Halloween event, which is coming up with the update. So like a lot of rewards, honestly. And like I said, guys, keep in mind, I'm going to be making videos on Ame, testing how to damage as well. Personally, currently I'm a bit short on tickets. I'm going to be honest. I got a Kari, by the way. I got a Kari. A bit late, but I finally got her. I managed to pull her through pity. But sadly, I need to now get down, get bent, and wait for my summoning currency to regenerate just so that I can Ame. Because honestly, Ame is super good for PvE. She might be pretty decent for PvP, but honestly, her damage multipliers, as I always imply, are gonna be the deciding factor, right? Apart from that, that's it. That's my analysis, my first impressions on her. Do let me know your own thoughts on how good you find Ame to be, and if there's any team compositions you might be thinking to build her with. But yeah, that's it from my side. I'd say 10 out of 10 pull for Ame. I think she's super good. I think she's going to be super useful in future content as well when it comes to bosses, right? Suppose the world boss or something like guild boss, or like, I don't know, like probably even any further dungeons, or like when hard mode gets more floors, right? So I don't know. I think she's super good. I think she is. Just try to get one copy of her if you can, because the worst case is, even if you don't get her, you're still building your mileage. So there's really no harm to go for her. And yeah, that's it from my side. I'll see you later. Peace out.